We live and direct, Race First Rally, Pine Bluff, Arkansas. You know what it is. Republic of New Africa, RBGz, GSC, MCE, all of it.
Peace. Big 48. I'm Freddie Savage Jr. Race First Rally. Hey man, it's been a good day, grand day, good sunshine, good people, good environment. Gonna give you a little spirit.
I don't know how to stop it and start it, so like just keep going.
So this will be our second time Pine Bluff has participated. This will be our second time participating in the Race First Rally here in Pine Bluff. Shout out to Baba Imhotep. We put the call out, you know what I'm saying? We responded, like, hey, can y'all do it? I hit up, bro. Yeah, let's make it happen, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we small, we small city. But we on the list with major cities: Buffalo, New York, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, you know what I'm saying? Baltimore, like Atlanta. So at the same time our rally is going on.
Go ahead. At the
same time this rally is going on, we got rallies going on in 10 other cities across the United States, as well as we got one going on the African continent in Tanzania. So that's major, you know what I'm saying? That's major. So all the rallies is happening at the same time, same date. We're pushing Race First as the philosophy for us to operate by. So
gonna turn because of the lighting. I don't know if it was better that way. Sorry. No, I'm talking about y'all not being, your face is being shaded out. Yeah.
Yeah, we in Townsend Park, Townsend, Black Man, it's all we
in Townsend. This is Browns.
Major man in the community.
Right. About a mile from the university, a mile and a half or so. We out here, man. We've been, I guess you could say, enjoying the day, enjoying the moments with our brothers and our sisters from 11 other cities. We just in different locations and doing the same work, and I appreciate everybody that came out. People still pulling up. There's a lot of events going on today. We understand that. So we just accepting them how they coming and trying to get them going where we need to be going, because this is the time. We're here with the Race First, and our thing is our Race First definition is it's the thoughts. What is it? The thought and behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Thought and behavior.
And behavior, so we trying to get some of that going out here. We're trying to get some thoughts flowing to get some behaviors going, in the right direction. Economically, politically, hey, we're trying to get it all in.
Socially, spiritually,
Hey, we're trying to get it
in any area of people activity. We say put us first. If you are fill in the blank, because we go by a whole bunch of names today, you know what I'm saying? But if you're melanated like me, my brother, we talking to you, you know what I'm saying? So you ain't got to leave your organization or none of that. All we saying is come under the banner of putting our race first. I saw a video the other day, and there's a video about a Mexican guy got fired off of like a warehouse type of job, you know what I'm saying? And that one Mexican got fired. Like 20 Mexicans walked off the job that day. You know what I'm saying? Like they all left at the same time. Like, they ain't had to have no huddle up meeting. They heard, hey, they fired Jose. Let's go.
Let's go. He is us. We say I'm Butu. I am because we are.
Right.
You know, so hey, once we figure that concept out and get that, hey, we're gonna be a much better people, you know, as a whole. So, you know, we just encourage the ones that's doing this to keep going. And hey, we trying to provide a space and a place. You know, I know it's been. We're gonna say today marks. We did it last year on the 21st. This year on the 27th, and I think from what we understand from Baba Imhotep, we're gonna push it back because I think we got the RBG Music Awards doing this time every year. So what we're gonna do is push ours back, or so let's say move it up in the date, or maybe push it over into September. I'm just not sure, but we're gonna try to make sure we can all support each other and be at each other's events and make sure we don't, collide. Which is, we don't. It's not a problem. Once we realize and recognize what we need to try to make things work or try to bring things together as a one without conflict. Not conflicting as if we got a problem, but conflicting as a person that want to be here that probably needs to be somewhere else. Like brother here, he do shows. MC, they go out and do shows. If I was having an event today and he had a show in Atlanta, he wouldn't be able to be here with me today. So, we just trying to make sure everybody can get the love that, is needed and show.
But the energy is there. The energy is needed, man. The season is right. It's time. With all of what's going on today, man. But really, even if it wasn't going on, it's natural for us, for people, to want to identify with their own and put themselves first. Like, nobody's putting Jewish people before other Jews. Like, Jewish put themselves first. Italians put themselves first. The Japanese put themselves first. The Chinese put themselves first. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to us, black people, African people, we got to put ourselves first. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching track and field, and it's two of us in the race and everybody else somebody else. One of us coming first and one of us coming second. That's where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? If I'm watching boxing and one of us in the ring, like, hey, I'm automatic. I'm going for my brother. You know what I'm saying? But we just saying, like, in anything that we're doing, like, we should want to see us win. We should want to see us prosper. We should want to see us grow. Like, and ain't nothing wrong with that. We've been treated so bad that anytime we choose to identify with things, when you talk about race, people add the IST. And really, the I is a one. That means race first, not racist. It's race first. You see, race is hanging from trees. Racists cut women's stomach open and let them drop on the ground and stomp their baby. That's what racists do. You know what I'm saying? Racists develop systems to oppress other groups of people. That's what racists do. Race first just means putting your group at the forefront of all people activity. That's what that means. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't, they don't mean we finna go purposely find folks to try to step on their toes. Honestly, we don't do that by default. We growing food, GSC, like we growing food, right? So the more food we're able to produce for ourselves, the less we have to rely on other people to feed us. That's putting race first. You know what I'm saying? Produce. We producers. We produce it. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little bit. Like, we gotta produce something. You know what I'm saying? So, gotta produce. And we say produce for who? Like this. During our enslavement period, we were producing, right? But who did we produce for? Who did everything we produced benefit? When we invented something, who did it benefit? We learned in Black history, Black people, we invented this. We invented a whole lot of things. Benefits from all of these inventions. We make it, they take it to them. And they manufacture what we create. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get into that idea putting ourselves first, so we benefit from whatever that we're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's even down to the shooters, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you about there, you say you about their life, well, your community should be sacred to you, right? It should be something of value for you to protect and the people who live in it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Your name should mean something in that community.
Right.
With what we seeing in Pine Bluff, I know it's in surrounding areas, different states, but what we have grown and seen is a uprising in gun violence. Like this city, we really didn't have a problem with guns per se, you know, because we're a city of knots and blocks. You see, so you know, but you know, guns, you know, it's some of the old, but it's new because our youth is just taking it out of control on another level, you know. So it's our obligation. It's really our duty to try to, and I'm not gonna say set the record straight, but we gotta try to encourage and try to guide these young men in, and young women. Like it's so many young women that want to be masculine now. You know, that's not the norm. Like we need to take that out of the equation, you know, when it comes to raising especially young black African men, you know.
To add on to it, not to cut you off, or the men need to become more masculine.
Yeah.
See, if the men man up,
it'll be more examples.
You understand what I'm saying? Because it's going to be very hard for a woman to try to be. See, they can be some of these dudes out here, but they ain't really doing nothing. But see, when the real
men stand
present,
up, right,
they gonna be comfortable being who they is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's like a give and take thing. You know what I'm saying? If we give our masculinity, give our strength, our strong, like when we show our protection, we show how we taking the lead. We the vanguard.
Right.
You know, they can sit back and do the other things that are necessary. You know, we have schools to attend. We have schools to run direct. We got food pantries to make sure they stocked up. We got to make sure everything that we doing is in alignment with race first, with us producing better us. You know, better our people producing better people for our situation. Because right now we got schools closing everywhere. In Pine Bluff, I know we done had almost a whole district gone, and then we got other schools that are already closed in some other districts, but everything is getting bundled up into one, and it's causing chaos because nobody's learning anything. Nobody is getting no direction because we have less fathers in the home. You know, we got more mothers raising, you know, young boys, you know, and it's kind of chaotic because they seeing they mothers go through certain things, which really building a lot of rage. And see, that's things that our young men gonna have to deal with. You know, even though we may not raise our children like that, but they have to face the people who are raising people like that, you know. And we trying to, you know, it ain't no, like I said, like bro say, it ain't no hate involved. We trying to love ourselves, you know. We trying to show us how to respect us how to deal with us how to build with us, you know. So, you know, the only way we can get it, and it's been demonstrated years and time after time after time, is we got to focus on us. You know, at the end of the day, we got to focus on us. We're not worried about nobody else. You know, it ain't about putting nobody else down. It ain't about doing this to nobody else. It's about doing for us. And when we do for us, it's gonna build us minus anybody else. You know, we need to start worried about what they doing and start focusing on what we could be doing and what we need to be doing. Because if we don't get a hold to our race now, it won't be a race. You know,
the race will be over.
Right, and to have a race, you're gonna have to have people. You know, and for right now, we looking like we becoming and have been and mostly my time being here have been, you know, the hunted, the prey, you know what I'm saying? And we in connection with a lot of these people. Like, we like to go to, we really ain't been put in a predicament where we had no choice. We had to go to your jobs. We had to go eat off your table. We got to go stand and be in a place of hate. and be uncomfortable because it's a living thing, you know. It's a process of how we have to live in certain areas, you know. But I think if we start taking it first thing and it start with our household, you know, we should take it that one step and start doing it in our house and start trying to make sure we correcting it at home. That way, when it do spill out, it comes out right, you know. And then we can go out into our communities, because sometimes we can't deal with the people in our own household, our own family sometimes, because they heart is hard, you know. And I'm trying to reach you out of love, and when your heart, hey, who can reach you, you know? And it's just, you know, I understand the independency that we have been put in, because that's what we look for independence, and nothing wrong with that. But to be independent and not helping your people is detrimental to our community.
It really is a false sense of independence, because you're really dependent on a system to supply all your needs. You know what I'm saying? Instead of us developing our own systems to get what it is that we need. Like, we got it, you know, it's like we've had it. Like, you know, back in the days, you know, for our musicians and artists and stuff, they called it the chitlin circuit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could go around to different cities and towns. We had our own buses, we had our own hotels, we had folks who were gonna cook food for you. We made our own, even the Negro League baseball team, we made our own uniform. Like, we had our own network of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But that was to a certain degree by force. Like, they wasn't letting you interface with their side of society. Now that it's like an illusion, like the doors are open to a certain degree, it's like some of us are just waiting at the door, like ready to run out of the community, never come back. You know what I'm saying? So we lose a lot of our wisdom and intelligence, or possible people, to so many of the devices, whether that's, you know, I call it the Dead Sea. Delusion, escapism, amnesia, distractions, and confusion. That's the Dead Sea. Yeah, that's the Dead Sea. You know what I'm saying? We lose a whole lot of people due to that, man. And we're trying to clear up the confusion. You know, we're trying to clear up the confusion. Like, from today forward, you know, we got to be saying, yo, man, I'm looking for, I need somebody to cut my grass. I need to be calling up a brother that I know, or a sister I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever the case may be, like, man, you know, we already we already doing it to a certain degree. Like, when we going to get our hair done or cut or whatever, we gonna go see our brother or sister. You know what I'm saying? We got to continue to move in that mindset. Like, man, when I need some food, if I ain't making it myself or growing it myself, like, we gotta create them avenues to where we can funnel that money to our own people. You know, so that's the premise of this, man. You know, a lot of folks, they gonna look and they see the colors, and a lot of folks be intimidated because of the colors. But, you know, the colors is us. Like, the red is for the blood that our ancestors shed. The black is for the people. The red, you know, and the green is for the land. Like, and this land is wherever we at. You know what I'm saying? Folks say, you know, y'all was talking about Africa. Like, man, Africa is where you at, because it gotta be here, right? It's a mindset. It ain't just about your physical location. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than that. But you know, that's kind of what we're kicking it at, man. You know, shout out to all the organizers across the United States, man, who've been putting in this work for the past 6-7 months. And, you know, just galvanizing and organizing the people, promoting the events, sharing flyers, sharing ideas, man, coming on the conference calls,
putting the call out.
Yeah, like, we, you know,
pushing it. You know, we just, man, I mean, you know, once we, you know, people, you know, they come, they take a call however they take it. That's why I tell people, like, sometimes you can call a person directly, but sometimes your actions could call them indirectly. Like, what I'm doing, if you like what I'm doing, I might not know your name or your number, But when you see what a person doing and you gravitate to that, then you can actually be a part of that movement or that person or as a whole, our culture, our people building. It's just I think having a heart and having a mind to want to better yourself and want to be involved and make sure that we lifting the standard. Like we want to be in the top, and like I say, my thoughts, I know a lot of our thoughts, we got them up there because we see a different vision, we expect sometimes like in the event as we doing something and you don't get the turnout that you think you want, but you got to keep that same energy, whether it's 1 or 1,000, because somebody is watching from afar. Somebody is trying to see the consistency of it. Somebody is trying to see, are you going to stand by, are you going to just stand by the wayside and look, or is you going to be a part, and some people, I understand they act out of fear, and I have no problem with that to a certain degree, but you got to come out your fearful state if you're gonna push forward, towards the mark that we, excellence. Like we trying to do it on a level that won't, make our people want to be involved, that they want to take a stand because they've been lied to, they've been tricked a lot, and I understand the vulnerability that, some people don't want to open up. They don't want to submit to a greater cause, because to me, when you got your own schools, you growing your own food, you own the land, you buying the land, you supplying the land, you supplying your people. Hey man, that's heaven on earth. You can't ask for nothing else. You know what I mean? Because if you ever got a down moment, there's somebody there to pick you up. If something ever happened, that you got people who got your back. It's just that sense of security is what I think we really lacking in our community. So that's really what got us kind of on the brinks of wavering, straddling the fence. Because when I say race first, black power, I got to go see my boss Monday. And that's what I'm thinking of. That's where I'm at right here, And it shouldn't be that way, because if your boss was somewhere doing their thing and having their fun, they'll be fist pumping, drinking. They could be doing whatever they're going to do and not even worried about you. And we got this self-consciousness that we going to offend someone when we already been offended, afflicted. On all levels, if you just turn on the TV now, you can Google some stuff. You're going to see us, and that's kind of hard, that's a pill to swallow when you're out here pretty much in the streets. We the vanguard, we on the front line. And I know my wife always tell me, when you leave and you out of town or somewhere, you go somewhere, I'm always wondering and it's not because she been raised up in this. I haven't even been raised in this, but it's a part of me. You know what I'm saying? When I gravitated to it, when I felt the urge, like when I felt a certain way about certain things, I knew I was supposed to be in another situation, another place, another position, because that's how it is. And I never wanted my people, my family to feel like that. Like growing up, I never thought I'd, be one of the people that have to ride around and worried about getting stopped or being, illegally frisked or whatever you want to call it. But it's all, to me, when you living in a land that's built on illegal, different type of corruption, you're not gonna get much until you build something for yourselves. So that's where we at the point right now. Politically, economically, socially, spiritually, we got this. This is where we at. And that's the growth part of it. I hadn't been the person that I supposed to have been all my life, but I realized in a point in my life, and I changed directions. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us can't do it because we still stuck in the same predicament with the same people, and a lot of them was my people, but a lot of them I can't call my people now per se. It's because of the level that they own and things that they do. Yeah, we still same color. We still share some of the same problems, but the thing about it is I'm going to deal with my problems different than you're going to deal with yours. And it's going to be on another level, and they may cause a little friction. In any situation, sometimes your own people, have to be laid to rest. You know, because if you don't do a certain thing, it's gonna distress a whole nother body of people, you know. And I don't want my kids to grow up in that situation. So I'm here today, you know, and I if you can tell your spiel why you here or why you not, you know, cool. But I'm gonna tell you one day, it's gonna be a day where you wish you had some people on your side, you know, and that day is here and it's near.
Truth, man. Yo, so it is what it is, man. You know, like I said, race first. That's the order of the day. That's the order of the week. That's the order of the year. You know, so that's how we push it. That's how we move it. You can come and check us out at GSC Community Gardens. We're on East 13th in Alabama and Pine Bluff, Arkansas. This is our agriculture. Ain't no culture without agriculture. So this is, I say our agriculture component, but it's our cultural component. Like it's part of who and what we are as the people. You know, agriculture is the stepping stone to get to civilization, to get to culture. So without it, like you uncivilized. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You really ain't civilized until you understand them sciences and what it takes to be able to provide food for family, for a community, for multiple families. Like, that's serious work that we need to understand. You know what I'm saying? Two, we are, we in the development process of opening our own school, micro school, the Sankofa Institute, which is an African-centered micro school to serve kindergarten through second grade. We finished our summer program at the end of July. So again, serving the community, educating, socialization is part of what we do. Of course, we gotta have some inspiration for the people, MCE. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. Make the music for the people, man. So, and much more, man, that we working on, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell you everything, but yeah, that's how we get it. That's how we get it in.
I'm gonna introduce you to my brother right here, Mr. James Hill. And, hey, I just seen his growth. I know he appeal in the community. He come back to the community, you know, after time, just like I trying to get it right. You know what I'm saying? Doing what we was brought up to do, man. We fighters. We go hard, you know. So why not go hard for your community, you know, for your people? So, you know, I'm gonna let him introduce himself and what he do, because it's one of my inspirations.
My name is James Hill. I'm from the north side of Pine Bluff. I'm an all-around person. I teach at Northern Texas Barber College. I also have my own barber shop. I'm a pillar to the community. I do all I can to be an aspect. First of all, I'm a man of God. I do as I can to assist in any area to help someone better themselves, to be a stronger person, a positive role model to the community, to their children, to their friends. Because we as individuals have to have someone to look up to. And we need to make sure that we're not looking up to the wrong individual for a role model. Like the rappers, like gangsters, drug dealers, prostitutes, fake individuals that cause corruption. We got to understand that we have to have a broad of ideals and understanding to give to the youth, because our youth is the key to our future. They the one that's going to pave the way that God is going to use to continue on lining us up to greatness and having a way out of danger or corruption or confusion, things of that nature right there. But we have to open ourselves up to understand life and realize to get involved with organizations that's going to help us grow as a whole, and not looking at nationality and looking at color, but looking at each one of us as a doer to see success. As I said, though, I'm a pillar to the community. My name is James Hill, and I'm ready for the cause or whatever it is to make anybody go to the next level in life and to uprise from out the old into the new.
Appreciate you. Mm-hmm. We just August 27th, 2022, man. That's our second round going in. And we're going up, man. It's just, like brother said, the pillars of the community, we got to come out, we got to stand up, you know, and show people that we mean business. You know, when you see us, it's about business. You know, and you know, on our level, when you got your business straight, it's pleasure. So you ain't got to worry about the pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Because if your business straight, the pleasure is always there. Because it's a pleasure. It's obliged to be in the business that you in. Because you can see the footwork, and then when you see the footwork being done, you're gonna see ground. You're gonna see buildings come up, houses come up, land being bought. You know, so you know, it's just I appreciate everybody, you know, that's standing in the gap in your community, holding it down, raising it up. Like when I say holding it down, that means keeping the negativity from around, like trying to hold it down, like keep that. That's what you want to keep down. That's what you want to hold down. But when you raising it up, when you keeping the negative down, believe me, it's raising up. It's raising up because it's showing the strength. And that's why, you know, I had to bring out, you know, some pillars of the neighborhood. Right now, we're standing on the grounds of William Townsend, you know, one of the great black men, you know, from this side of town. You know, this one used to be one of the prestigious parks. As you can look behind us, you probably seen a little video. We used to have pools here and everything, but we coming back, you know, and everything is going up. Everything looking good, you know, and I appreciate everybody to come out and shout out to everybody who's doing it. Like I know it's people watching who want to do it, so I want you to be encouraged. Next year, I want to see you here. I want to see what you got. You know, I want you to take from this day forward and start working. Contact me or the brother. We put out information. You see us, you know us around town. If you don't know us, ask about us.
Say, man, you know, give it the team. So from the, you know, you ain't got to find some organization to join. You know what I'm saying? But we need each other. You know, find some organization to join. Health and wellness. If you need some information on your health and wellness, man, we're just trying to share it. We're giving these out today, so if you need some good reading material, we got that for you. We got the calendars out here for you, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So. That's why